All right, so I wanted to go over just some basic image editing. The reason, whatever images you bring in, you're going to have to make some adjustments to them. Even if you're completely 100% happy with the image, you're probably going to have to change the scale of it. An image that you're going to use for printing is going to be different than an image you're going to use for a poster, and it's going to be different than something that you use for game design. It's going to be something that's going to be different for web design, right? So in web design, one of the things we have to worry about is the file size. You have to keep the file size small so that it will load quickly and it doesn't take up as much space on whatever device it's being uploaded to. Okay, so also you have to minimize how much space you have on your server. So the number one image editing software, raster image editing software, is Photoshop, right? Adobe Photoshop. I think anybody basically knows that. It's become a verb at this point, right? You can Photoshop something. Okay. Now, that being said, Photoshop is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription service, and it's not cheap. It's like, I don't even know how much it is, honestly, at this moment. But, you know, it could be anywhere from $50 to $70, something like that, a month, okay? So I'm assuming you don't have a license. If you do have a license, I would suggest using it. If you're in another CISO class, you might have it, or you can come onto campus and you can use Photoshop if you so desire. You can just use the DCP lab. All right. So I have this little section here where I'm just going to show you how to do some basic image editing. This is utilizing Photoshop. If you already know how to use Photoshop, this is not going to be beneficial to you anyway. And if you've never used Photoshop and you have access to it, it's also not going to be useful to you. So this is only just if for some reason you have access to it or you want to go into the lab and utilize it. You can watch this video tutorial here. It's just going to go over how to change the image size, how to crop the image, add alpha to it. So like if you want to have some parts of it transparent, like trying to make a button or something, or you want to take the background out, that sort of thing. General enhancements and just making sure that you have it as the appropriate file size and file format. But if you're not into following any of these, if this isn't you, just go into the next section. I'm going to show you some alternative software that is free or cheap.